Hey and welcome. I am going to walk you through setting up your shared funnel now and getting you ready to start using this thing to collect leads for your business. Okay, so we do this stuff for affiliate marketing, and having an email list and building a relationship and taking people through a series of steps that are thought through and helpful are what can really accelerate your ability to get commissions and help people find solutions to their problems. Okay, so with that in mind, let's get me out of the way here. And okay, so this is where you came from, right? You registered for the course. You were on this page, which took you to Systeme, and you got registered. Maybe you've already been registered before and you knew what you were doing. You know that from the video on that last page that basically if you go to, once you get logged in, if you go to your dashboard menu item and hover over it, there's a thing down there called courses, or sometimes it's called student dashboard. I don't know why it changes sometimes. Maybe they've just updated the versions or something, but I feel like in some of my previous videos it was called student dashboard, and that was just in the last day or two. So anyway, that's where you find this training that you're in right now. When you click open on that, it basically takes you in here, and we've got the videos I'm making now, which are under the start here, and then you've got the shared funnels, and inside of these pages are the links to add a shared funnel. And when you click that, then basically what it does, if you're already logged into Systeme.io, is it just sort of kicks you in to a new tab and adds that funnel and puts you into edit mode on it. So if I just back out here a second, okay, you'll see it here, and I'm re-recording these videos a couple of times as I walk through everything I want to be sure I share with you. So that's why it's in here 3 times. But basically, once they're in here, then you just click it to get in and edit. And that's what we're going to be focused a lot on today. Okay, now the other thing that you're going to find somewhere on this page is a document that I've created, which is our shared funnel update checklist. Okay, now whether you're using just my shared funnels or somebody else's, I think you probably want to leverage this checklist, because there's a lot of times when I've read about people who've taken funnels, shared funnels like this, and then not remember to update some of the links and stuff like that. And then you're basically, all of your marketing efforts, when people go and buy stuff, you know, it's like the original creators of the funnel are getting paid because it's still their affiliate links. So we just want to be sure to get all that stuff updated, okay? And so I've created this checklist for you. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is update the page names. Now let me just bounce right back over here and let's click into the funnel, okay? Now when I say the page names, this first thing I'm talking about is how these names appear in your list of funnels, okay? So this name is something that you'll basically just see for yourself on this left side, but I want you to kind of get in the habit of knowing how to name these things and where these names come from. Okay, so we'll change that, and then we just hit save on that. Okay, and then you can see up here that gets renamed. Cool. The public don't see that, so it's not super critical, but sometimes if you, for example, add several steps to a funnel, or you're just kind of testing things out, it's good for you to know how to change the names of those, because it can get a little confusing, as I know from experience. Now, okay, that is one thing on our shared funnel checklist. Okay, let's see. Now, the other thing that we want to do here is edit the text of the pages inside the funnel. Okay, so let's go back over into our funnel here, and The way we make edits is just to go over here to this little blue edit button. All right, so we're on the page we want to edit, and we just hit that thing. And you can kind of see from that previous view, we've got two pages in this funnel. We've got the squeeze page, which we're looking at now, and then we've got the bridge page, and that is the page where we'll also update some information. That's where your affiliate link usually goes, at least in this funnel. And maybe you put a video on there or something like that, but it's a bridge between people subscribing to your email list and then going on to whatever affiliate program you're recommending. Okay, hope that makes sense. Okay, so we go in here and we're just going to make some edits, right? So you can see, like from that checklist, it's going to say to look for things like name. All right, so all we have to do to make edits in here is just click on text. All right, so I'm just clicking around in here, and see, we can change the wording, and I recommend that you do that stuff, right? Like, you don't have to just take these and use them exactly how they are. You can make edits, all right? And so you definitely want to edit this stuff where it's like your name. Hi, my name is Jim, and I help ordinary folks, right? If you don't want to have your name in there, then just change the sentence around to remove your name. Easy as that. Okay, now one of the other things in our checklist is remembering to save, because this does not auto save, all right? And I do want to point out that sometimes, like, you're in here, you're making some edits, and then you step away for a few minutes. Well, Systeme.io will log you out, okay? And then what happens is you try to click save, and then it won't save because you're not logged in, okay? The easy way around that is just to open a new tab in your browser, get logged back into Systeme.io, okay? Leave the tab open where you've been making edits, and just open a new tab, get logged in, come back to this tab, and then you'll be able to save, and everything will be cool. All right. So now let's go back to our checklist, because we've edited the text. Now we've edited it on that one page. Okay, I'm kind of going to walk through this on a page-by-page basis. So yeah, we've made that. Make edits to fit your needs. Look for text in brackets. Okay, now update button links to use your affiliate link. All right, so let's go back over here. This button on the first page is actually not an affiliate link. This is where we're going to open the pop-up to get people to subscribe to our list. Okay, now some of the funnels I create won't use a pop-up. Instead, they'll just have the form on the page, and then the button just sends the form, okay, and takes them to the next step in the funnel. All right, so on this first page, so let me just exit here, okay. On this first page, this is the squeeze page. Generally, we don't have an affiliate link on this page. All we're doing is collecting their email address, which is going to go right into your contacts in Systeme.io so that you can send them follow-up emails and stuff. Okay, that's how you build your list. That's how you build a relationship and sell them stuff later and stuff like that. Okay, so with my funnels, generally I don't have an affiliate link on the first page. And by first page, I just mean this top page. Okay, this is the second page where I usually have those links. So let's go over here to bridge page, and we'll take care of that affiliate link, because that is important to make sure we update. Okay, so here's the simple training. So this is where you want to edit this to fit whatever you're promoting, right? And then here's the button where people will go with using your affiliate link to whatever program, and that's how you get paid commissions and that kind of thing. Okay, so let's highlight that button, and then you can see there's a URL in here. All right, so you just want to wipe that one out, and then you want to put in your link. Okay, your affiliate link. Since I don't know what you're promoting, I can't really tell you what your affiliate link looks like, but generally you'll probably know what that is. So you just want to make sure that that gets updated and then click save. Okay. Now let's exit, all right, because we've got that step done. We'll be back to that page, but we're just kind of going down the list here, right? We can actually tick some of these things off, can't we? All right, so edit, update the pop-up. I could maybe change around the order of some of these so that we just work through one page at a time, but that's all right. All right, so let's go back over here. We're going to go, this is the squeeze page. This is where the pop-up is. Edit. Okay, and I click this button here, all right, and we can see that action when button is clicked. Now there's a bunch of different options here. Could go to the next step in our funnel. Could be to download a file. In our case, we want to get people subscribing to our list, so we're going to show a pop-up. All right, so that's already set for you, but I just want to show you where those are. All right, and then which pop-up? Well, it's going to be pop-up number 1. Okay, and the way we edit pop-ups is just up here in this top menu. And see, you've got one here called pop-up number 1. Let's take a look at it by clicking on that little eyeball thing, and it says edit pop-up settings. Okay, and this is pretty generic, so you probably won't need to change anything, but you might want to change the button text. All right, so I'm asking for name and email. You could just eliminate this name thing if you want. I can see here that actually the input type is not last name. Let's change that to first name. I'm going to change that in the shared funnel. Good catch, team. Sometimes that stuff happens. So, okay, and then, the only thing you may want to change is the button text here. So, again, that button text is something which you change. So highlight the button, okay. Click on it so that you get this little edit menu. You'll see what the actions are, but let's just scroll down here real quick. And under typography is where you can change the text. So you can change that to continue, something like that. Okay. And in our case, since we're just getting them onto our list, we want it to send the form. It has to send the form, otherwise they won't go onto your list. Okay. And then we're going to move them to the next step. If you don't want to send them to a bridge page, you could always change this to a custom URL and just immediately redirect them to your affiliate offer page. But I don't recommend that. I think, generally most of the really good trainings out there and stuff will tell you that sending them to a bridge page where you can just say, hey, welcome, my name is Jim. You want to have that bridge page there so that they don't forget who you are when you start sending them emails. That's kind of what the bridge page does, is it lets them take a second, see your name again, maybe see your face on the bridge page, and you can have a statement on there that says something like, hey, look out for this email from Jim Shirley that's coming right now to your inbox. Just plant the seed that they just signed up to your list, and so when they get those emails, they're not like, who's that again? So we'll go to the next step. We'll just leave that as is. Okay, and then the way to close this pop-up settings thing is just hit the X to close it down, or just click outside of here. Okay, and then save. Let's just save everything up there. The other thing I want to check on this pop-up, okay, is edit pop-up settings, and yeah, we want to show the close button. The other thing I want to be sure about is I don't want this to automatically pop up on people. Open pop-up automatically, off, open and on exit intent. So you know how when sometimes those pop-ups open when you're trying to leave the page. You can turn that on if you want. I'll have these set to off, but I just wanted to point out that those things are there. Okay. All right. So let's exit out of this and be done with that and click save. All right, so let's go back to our checklist. We've updated the pop-up. Now we're going to update the page settings, okay? Back to our editor. Now the page settings are actually in here in this settings thing, okay? And this is where you can like play around with the fonts for the page and the font sizes and some of that stuff. Okay, I encourage you to just mess around with any of this you want. This page title, this is the thing that is what you see in the tab in the browser. So when you know you have multiple tabs open and each of those tabs has a name, well, this title thing here under search engine optimization in the settings thing is what controls that. Okay, so you can set that. You can change the description of the page, which if people find it in search engines, gives them that meta description that you see. And then you can also add a social image. Okay, I do recommend this, adding a social image, so that when you share your squeeze page in social media, it shows up with a cool image rather than just being like a gray box with just text in it. There you go. That's our settings set. You can do that on each page too. Okay, so just so you know, like we just updated the page settings for this page, we can also do that here. Okay. This one looks a little different because it's not a squeeze page, but so the name is just right up here. Thank you /download page. Okay. Make edits to that if you want. Cool. All right, add links to your own privacy policy and disclaimers. Let's do that real quick. Okay, on both of these pages in the funnel, you've got text down here for your privacy policy and disclaimers. Now, if you're doing ads, you have to have these links. Even if you're not doing ads, you should have them. So it would be a good idea. And I'll do a separate training at some point showing you how to set up a privacy policy and disclaimer page. The short answer to how to get those going right now is just search up privacy policy text on Google, put that on a page somewhere, even in Systeme, just inside of your funnel, and then you just want to highlight that text, and then you just want to link this text to that disclaimer page. Okay, so I'll do a separate video on how to get that all set up, but it is good to have. And then I've also got some disclaimers just on the page here for you. You can just delete them if you don't want them, but I do recommend having that. Okay, so there's that link, that affiliate link we changed earlier. That's cool. I'm gonna hit exit there, go back to our page. Now, you do want to update the privacy policy and disclaimers on each page in your funnel. Okay. Maybe in an advanced class at some point, I'll show you how you can make it so you don't have to do that on every page manually. But for now, we'll just do it manually because it's easy enough. Save often, we know that. So there is no auto save in Systeme.io, you have to save. Now, the other thing we want to do is just test everything out, okay? So we've made our edits, we're pretty good here. So let's go to our squeeze page, right? And the way that we get to that, so here's my path, here's my page name. So I just copy that, and then I can just, boom, paste that into a browser. You might want to put this in one of your incognito windows. But now this is a good chance to just take a look at everything, make sure you made your edits. Cool, that all looks fine. Start now. Okay, there's our stuff. Subscribe to your list, right? Try it out for yourself. Okay, that worked. Took me to the next step, which is our page, our bridge page. And that has the link to our affiliate training. Okay. and some more information. So that's all working, and that is cool. All right, so now let's go back inside of our dashboard. Okay, tested everything out, subscribed, and then I'm going to do a separate video for setting up the automation to send the welcome email, so let's come back to that. I do want to point out that since we are in here right now, even though it didn't send a welcome email, we should have a new contact. Yeah, there I am. Okay, so that is got my first name and my email, and you can see all the info there. So cool enough. All right, so that's going to do it for this video. Just make sure you work through everything on this checklist and check out the next video, which is going to show you how to set up that automation workflow. Then I've also got another video that shows how to set up your own custom domain so that you've got your own domain name up here instead of it saying like Systeme.io and that kind of thing. All right, so there you go. Thanks a lot for joining me. We'll see you in the next video.